All right, thanks for joining your boy VLA the Hustler. Today's topic, what I want to talk to y'all about, is called how to protect yourself in a ghetto violent hood, part 2. And this video is going to be on all my social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all the rest, and my personal website, VLATHEHUSTLER.com. So before I jump into that, I just want to get into a few things before I jump into that. All right, so anyway, so I'm a rap artist, songwriter, music producer, right? So, and also just to add along to those titles is fashion, hip-hop fashion icon with the new fashion, which is called urban street gear. And I just wanted to say that I'm looking for brand ambassadors. So this type of style right here is made to improve your swagger, your style, and your confidence and all that, and your color coordination with other things that you may be wearing, and they come in a variety of colors. And I just want to announce that if anybody out there who feels they are a good brand ambassador and you need massive exposure, because I'm connected with a number of hip-hop groups on Facebook, and also I have a massive amount of followers on Instagram, and my YouTube channel is blowing up, and my Facebook page is definitely blowing up as well with a lot of followers. So if you want a massive exposure, hit me up on direct message and let me know if you want to be a brand ambassador for my new fashion style. You can see this one I wore it. I've been wearing this one a lot, and I have some new ones, brand new styles. They come in different colors, different colors and everything like that, variety of colors. And I'm coming out with the clothing line to go out there with it. So I'm just doing this to say I'm looking for males and females that feel that they can rock this type of style with fashion and swag. And if you feel you have the look to really make this blow up, just contact me on direct message. And also I have a friend that's doing a soundtrack for a new play and also possibly a movie coming out about human trafficking, and they're looking for an R&B singer. So let me know about that too. So if you feel that you got the chops, send me some samples of some of your R&B style songs that you've done, and we'll see what we can do with that. All right, I'm gonna hook that up for you. So now let's jump right into this. It's called How to Survive in a Ghetto Hood. So one of my first things that I wanted to say to go to that is called the NBC. And back in the days like the 80s and 90s, me and some of my peeps, we used to carry a stick when we walked through the hood, especially if we was in a violent part of the neighborhood. And we used to call it the Jigga Be Cool stick, right? So actually it was the N-word Be Cool stick, but I don't want to say that on this show. But I'm just going to substitute the N-word with Jigga. So we called it the Jigga Be Cool stick. And we used to carve our initials on a wooden stick and walk through the hood with it, especially a part where we knew that it could be some violence that could jump off. So you could take some examples from that by getting a wooden stick. You could even use a walking stick, because a walking stick would even look less suspicious to be a weapon, right? And you can carve your initial on it, and you could walk through a neighborhood. If you feel that may get a little bit violent or a fight could break out, you could use that to defend yourself. And it doesn't look that suspicious because it's a walking stick, right? So that's number one tactic for how to protect yourself in a ghetto violent environment. Number 2 is military police, or also called tactical gloves. You can purchase them at Amazon. I just purchased me a pair from Amazon, and they look something like this. So usually military police or somebody who wants to do like a tactical glove. So these tactical gloves are good for hand-to-hand combat. And you see these gloves right here. This part right here that's on the knuckles is very solid and hard type of this is made out of a kind of solid rubber. And this rubber is very hard. If you were to punch somebody in the jaw with this, man, it probably would just shatter their jaw, probably knock some of their teeth out. And they make these tactical gloves with also metal type of silver looking knuckles too. But I wouldn't recommend you to get the ones with the silver knuckles, because the silver knuckles stand out a lot and people can tell that you're walking with something that could be potentially a weapon. But if you're wearing black gloves like this, most people wouldn't recognize that you have these very hard knuckles on here. And you can use these for self-defense in a violent hood, tactical gloves. You punch somebody with this, man, You could probably break their jaw. You could probably knock their teeth out. You punch them in the temple with it. It's almost a guaranteed knockout blow. If you don't feel that you can throw the hands that well, this might not be a good option for you. But if you feel like you got some hands and you could throw really good, maybe you can knock them out quick and then haul out and run before his boys come and jump on you. This is a very good option if you're very quick with the hands and your feet. They're called tactical gloves, and this is method number 2, tactical gloves. All right, so you heard 1 and 2. Number 1, the Jigga Be Cool stick. Number 2, tactical gloves. And number 3 is something you probably don't think about often. You ever watch a video with like 2 girls jumping one girl, or maybe like a girl just getting beat down, or somebody just, a female pulling up on another girl, jumping out and just beating a girl down? Well, I did some investigation about most of these type of beat downs, and most of these type of beat downs were based upon just simply something that was said. So if you were living in a ghetto environment, or you just forced to live in a ghetto type of neighborhood, and you moved in, you might live in an apartment complex, you might live in a project area. There may be a lot of gossip going on about some of the people that live there, right? So do not gossip. Gossip is the number 1 way. Let me try to say it more clear. Gossiping about someone is the number 1 way that you could catch a beat down. You could catch some hands over just simply some words that was being said. And you might think it's no big deal to just follow up on some gossip that somebody just told you about a neighbor in the building, or you might get on social media and mention somebody that you know that lives in your hood, and you might spread a little bit of gossip, and you might think it's no big deal, but some people take this very personal, and they could be harboring a hatred or an anger towards you, and they can see you. They may be able to see you in their neighborhood, or they may be able to get close to you wherever you live at and sneak up on you. They might not even have to sneak up on you. They might just have them hands where they could just deliver that beat down, and it might be a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1, and people are going to be looking at you getting beat down and saying like, wow, why is this girl getting beat down? So number 3, my opinion is, do not gossip. That's number 1 way to get beat down. And so number 3 is how to stop you from getting involved in a violent situation. All right, number 4. All right, so my next tactic for you to survive in a ghetto area is called do not. Okay, I did the gossip already, but the number 4 is called don't stare at people. So if you're in a car and you're driving through like a ghetto type of neighborhood, people are going to stare at you. They're going to stare at you very hard when your car comes riding through. And the reason is because most of the ghetto type areas, it has a lot of poverty there. And the quickest way to get cash is by selling drugs. So people could be selling drugs. Also, people could be trying to buy drugs, right? So the reason that most of the cars are being stared at very hard is because people want to know what kind of car it is. They want to know if it's an undercover cop car. They want to know if it's like the police in this car. They want to know if it's tinted windows. But don't you stare at people. Don't stare at people in the hood, because it's considered to be very, very rude, right? So you could get jumped and you could get an attitude back at people. Just if you want to look at somebody, just look at them and then turn your head another way, but don't stare, because it's very rude. All right, so staring at people is a good way to get a beat down. So number 4 is do not stare. You want to stay safe and you want to stay strong. Okay. All right, number 5. When you're walking down the street, like let's just say you're walking down the sidewalk area, right? And you see a crowd of people on the sidewalk just talking. It could be a crowd of, they could be thugs. They could be thugging it. They could be chilling. Or they could be like wanting to find somebody they could rob. Don't try to walk through a crowd of people, that, especially if they look like they could be a gang or something. Don't try to act like you're brave and just push your way through them. If you're walking down the sidewalk and you see a crowd of people, just walk around them. So that way you can avoid an altercation with these people. Walk across the street and keep on going. Mind your business. All right, that's 5 different ways. I know that I missed a whole ton of different ways that you can use to protect yourself in the hood. Anybody got any comments? That got any other ways that you can add to this video, just add it right below. And yeah, about the ambassadors that I'm looking for to help model the urban street gear, like the hats that I got. They come in a variety of colors. Soon I'm going to be coming out with shirts. Hit me up on that. Another thing is September the 1st, I have a new CD coming out called Straight Outta Dark City 1989. And most of this was recorded in 1989, but it just got resurfaced. And I'm putting it out for the masses because the quality wasn't that bad. The quality was pretty good, as a matter of fact, and I think you will enjoy it. The sad part is a lot of the situations we were going through, all right, in 1989, we're still going through some of the same problems today in 2020. So I want y'all, if y'all want to check out this new CD, which is called Straight Outta Dark City 1989, it's going to be on all the streaming sites. Look for it under the name VLA The Hustler. And follow me on this channel. If you're not following me on this channel, just subscribe to this channel. And also try to share it with everyone that you know, because I'm going to be coming out with more important information on what it's like being an independent hip-hop artist. All right, everybody, peace out. It's your boy, VLA The Hustler. Till the next time, peace. I just want to shoot my shot, shoot my shot. I just want to shoot my shot.